What is up, guys? It's CORLOSJustme, and I'm here with
GAMINGPOD.
Can you say that louder, please?
GAMINGPOD.
That's too loud.
GAMINGPOD.
You want some D? Get it? Get it? No? Okay.
No.
So today we're going.
I spoke my eye out.
So today we're gonna have like a podcast sort of thing where we just talk, and I'll have some gameplay. And today we're gonna be talking about Battlefield and what's gonna. Can you stop playing with my fucking swords? Anyway,
Keep talking.
Just talk about the future of Battlefield and if we think it's gonna fail or do good.
Well, specifically, we're talking about Battlefield 1. Okay.
Yeah.
Carlos.
All right. I'm sorry. So, can you stop? Okay. So, I personally think that they're gonna do good this year because if you think about it, their competition isn't really competition.
Who are they?
Which is Call of Duty. Because if you think about it, ever since what's it called? Advanced Warfare, they've stopped listening to fans and just doing what some people they think that some people want futuristic things. And yes, it would be cool to have futuristic things, but they took it to a whole different level. Like it would be understandable for the campaign to have like futuristic stuff, but in the multiplayer, it's kind of like sucks that it doesn't feel like Call of Duty anymore. It just feels like Halo and Destiny.
True.
But Battlefield, they've always stayed the same, and sadly, they don't get as much rep as they do. Because I know in a lot of spotlights, whenever Call of Duty comes out, and then Battlefield comes out, usually people tend to hype Call of Duty more than Battlefield. Because they'll be like, oh, it's too hard, or it's too boring, or it's weird.
But Battlefield is more of a game that, I think it's more of a actual army game where you actually feel like you're in the army. Everywhere you look, there's explosions, and you actually see people dying around you. And Call of Duty is more like a kind of fast-paced, I like to call it Doom style shooter that frankly, people are tired of double jumping and using futuristic weapons. And seen as, I feel like Black Ops 3 was the perfect example of a good Call of Duty. Even though some people might disagree, but I feel like Call of Duty has this graphic thing, like where everywhere you look in the distance, there's like this like grayish like smoke thing with the graphics, and Black Ops 3 doesn't have that. But now for some reason, Infinite Warfare has like, when you look at the single player, you see smoke everywhere, and I hate those types of graphics. And from what I've seen, every game has that except Black Ops 3. So I kind of feel like they're working backwards. And if you go to Battlefield 1, which is their upcoming game, wait, what did I say? Battlefield?
Yeah, Battlefield 1.
Yeah, Battlefield 1. Everywhere you look, it looks like it's like actually from the war, and you actually see people, like, it just looks realistic.
Yeah. And I think they showed us a little bit of like the gameplay, it could be just cutscene. But even then, like the fact that it looks so like it feels good. But then you look at Call of Duty and it looks like cartoony-ish in a way sometimes because they add like colors. And one thing that really bothered me about Black Ops 3, although I was, I guess, in the fan wagon because I was trying to give games a try, and the reason why I stopped playing like months ago is because the fact that every good thing, you can't work for it. You have to be lucky and get it in supply drops. And I think personally that's kind of fucked up. It's like I work my ass off to, get to where I'm at. And then you tell me that I can't have the good stuff because I have to get it. And then someone that barely got the game could get it. That's something to me that's kind of shiesty.
So yeah, so basically what you're saying is that they're microtransactions, right?
Yeah.
So basically, it's not like the original Call of Duty where people were more focused on prestiging and then resetting and prestiging to level 2 and 3, But now these microtransactions are just ruining the game because it's just based on chance, So some people might get rare items, and so you might not, even though you might be a better player. So
or not even that be prepared, but just been playing it longer.
Yeah. So you're gonna get more stuff. Like it's not based on ranking or skill anymore. It's just based on luck, which I think that also ruins the game.
And even playing like Battlefield, for example, Battlefield 3, for example, I've been playing lately, and there's so many different modes, and it feels like a game that you want to keep playing. Like, even though at first it was horrible for me because I wasn't used to like mechanics. Because although I did have Battlefield 3 and then Bad Company, I wasn't used to it because I haven't played it in a while. But I enjoyed every second of it, and it felt more of a challenge instead of nowadays Call of Duty where it's like you can sit around and just camp and you get kills. In this one, you have to walk around because if you camp, you'll get fucked up. And I'm not saying it's perfect. By no means am I saying that it's perfect because it's not. But I have more satisfaction when I when I get promoted than if I get promoted in Call of Duty. And it's more like it feels more like Halo to me nowadays because it's just people be jumping everywhere trying to quick scope and 360. I'm okay with that. But then you got motherfuckers like jumping across and shit, just jumping with a fucking pistol, and it's annoying.
It's like Black Ops, you actually have to also use your environment. So I think you need more skill and you have to think more wise when it comes to like going against like a dogfight, in the air or in the floor. If you see a tank, you know that you shouldn't just go head on. And you have to like sneak around and actually try and attack them from the back. And in Call of Duty, it's more of the same, where you're just running, killing yourself. Frankly, I don't think you can't really compare the two because they're so different.
Yeah.
We every year when these games come out, we always have to compare them. But frankly, I think this year Battlefield 1 has a chance, if they know how to market the game correctly, they have a chance to come out on top. But then seeing as Call of Duty 4, the remaster version, is coming out, and most people are actually looking forward to just playing Call of Duty 4 instead of Infinite Warfare, it's basically gonna divide the fan base because the people who are gonna get Infinite Warfare are just getting to play Call of Duty 4, so everyone's gonna be playing Call of Duty 4 instead of Infinite Warfare.
And as much as I hate the idea, it's smart because it's like they're not gonna make money if they sell them separately. And I tell him a lot, like, just get a PC, you can play on a PC. But it's just that like thing where it's like it's remastered, and if you don't have a PC or you can't afford it, you can get this and play it again. It could be one of your favorite games. It was one of mine. I loved it, but I don't feel like it's worth paying, whatever. How much is it, like $70? Or is
I
it
think
$60?
it's
$80 for it. Like,
I think.
If it was just the game, shit, I'll pay $60 for just the remastered version, even if it was just remastered. But the fact that I'm forced to buy Infinite Warfare to play, remastered of Modern Warfare, I just think it's messed up. But it's smart, and I understand why they're doing it because they won't make any profit. But I just want to end this by like saying like, I don't hate it. I don't hate Call of Duty. I don't hate Battlefield. I just think personally that Battlefield is more towards, I guess they listen more to their fans because they take their time with the games. And then Call of Duty, it's like every year, it's just whatever. It's like Assassin's Creed. I used to love Assassin's Creed, but then it just felt the same thing with a different character.
Like at least they're willing to take a year off to make a better game. Like
one example that I think of is Rockstar. They pick really good ass games. For example, Grand Theft Auto. That game has been out for what, like 5 years already? 6 years? And it's still one really good game because they don't charge money for fucking DLCs. They don't tell you, oh, you have to do this. If you want to get money, like obviously they have shark cards where you can purchase stuff, but you can play the game and then you're good. But not everybody's that. So hopefully, Battlefield 1 is going to be good. I hope it is. I have a feeling it is. But we'll just have to see. Thank you guys for listening. And I'll see you in my next video. Peace. You want to say something? No? Go check out GAMINGPOD. Awkward silence.